And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit. I was Travis happening in TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in this thing, like cracking this thing, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledge you can't get in college, big dog. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Y'all know the deal, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Y'all know the deal, y'all know that Dealio, Emilio, keeping it realio, always on chillio, you feel me? Anyway, we're gonna jump into this content, but before we do, I need to let y'all know we are giving away, newest single, Your Love Ain't For Me. Get into that. Your love not the same on me. Your love not the same on me. I'd never be the same. Too much pain on me. Stayed in the game when it rained on me. Yeah, all that. Get into that, man. My new single, Your Love Ain't For Me, is out now on all streaming platforms. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Y'all know the deal, man. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. That notification bell top. Hit all, tap them for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. $500, 50,000 subscribers. We giving it away. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Y'all know the deal, man. Y'all know the deal. Today, we got Officer Snitch Honey talking about DW Flame and Bricc Baby situation. For those of y'all who don't know, there's been a little bit of a tussly-wessly between DW Flame and Bricc Baby, so you want to make sure that y'all tap into my last few videos. You know, we kind of keeping y'all narrated on the latest and the greatest. Excuse me, what's going on with that situation. But we got Snitch Honey responding to the situation with Bricc Baby and DW Flamington. We finna jump into this situation real quick. Shout out to my man Paperboy News. Let's go.
Daily report. Now 600's been seeing Bricc Baby's crash out lately on No Jumper and switching on DW Flames, and he finally addressed those issues, so let's talk about it. Now 600 said he's been noticing online that DW Flames and Bricc Baby been taking subliminal shots at each other. That's when 600 started laughing and said, isn't it a coincidence that today marks the 1-year anniversary of when the Rolling 60s banned Bricc Baby from coming over there. Now according to 600, every time the Rolling 60s seen Bricc Baby, they started bullying him. And in 600's own words, he told the Rolling 60s to back up off of Bricc Baby because at the end of the day, even though he's a buster.
How could Officer Snitch Honey, who he himself is a nobody, tell anybody not to do a woo-wop of a wooty band when he himself is a whatchamacallit? How is that possible?
He ain't a rat. And 600 said of all the things that he done for Bricc Baby, how does he repay him back? As soon as 600 and Big U started going at it online, he immediately took Big U's side and went against 600, even trying to smut his name out on social media. Now 600 said when Bricc Baby did that, that's when he knew that he was a buster and that he'll do anything just to fit in. Because when everybody from Rolling 60s, which is thousands of members, didn't F with him, he was the only one that F'd with him. And now that everybody from Rolling 60s turned their back on him and the roles have reversed, Bricc Baby didn't return the favor to 600, but instead he turned his back on him as well. That's when 600 started roasting Bricc Baby when he said that he wouldn't fight DW Flames because they're in different weight classes. That's when 600 said when it comes to the streets and gangbanging, there is no weight classes.
Let me ask y'all this question. When it comes to the streets and gangbanging, do y'all think that there's a such thing as weight classes? Like, nah, I'm gonna size you up with somebody who's your size and we're gonna woo up. Now, for those of y'all who've never been within the LA County jail system, when you're lining up fades, ideally, they do go kind of like by sizes, weights, and all that kind of stuff. Ideally, me at 6'3", 167, wouldn't get paired. I actually probably would get paired with somebody like 6'5", 200 or something pounds because I'm tall. So it actually kind of goes more so by height than stockiness. Stockiness is kind of not really the factor. They kind of go by height. So like, it's a very interesting thing. It's a very interesting thing. It goes vertically, not horizontally. If I got that backwards, don't worry about it. Vertical and horizontal is hard. I think horizontal is a long way. Yeah, horizontal is a long way. Vertical. Yeah, it goes vertically, not horizontal. Don't worry about it. Scales are hard too.
I mean, that is a good point, because if you go to any enemy's dorm, and no matter how big or small you are, you know, when they tell you gotta run them fades, you gotta run them fades. Now 600 said that's what Bricc Baby.
Now that in fact is true. That has actually been my situation more times than not because I'm tall, so they just you just guys run the fades or get packed out. Because I've been, Lord knows, I've been packed out plenty of times, man. It's very hard for me to get a fair one. I'll allow it.
He gets for burning the bridges between them two. And he said when him and Bricc Baby were still cool, whenever somebody tried to bully Bricc Baby, he always had their back, in which supposedly, according to 600, nobody wanted to see him from the shoulders, so they just left Bricc Baby alone. But he said ever since Bricc Baby left his side, all of a sudden, people are just trying to bully him. And he said Bricc Baby better not hit him up anymore. The situation that he got with DW Flame, he gotta handle that by himself as a man, because they ain't cool with each other anymore. Now 600 said if he and Bricc Baby were still cool, that DW Flame situation would have never happened, because he would have pulled DW Flame to the side and told them, like, let's get this fade out the way, that way you and Bricc Baby can focus on y'all content and get that bag. But since neither of them caught fade, that's why they're doing all of this back and forth talking online, which is interrupting them getting a bag. Now 600 says since Bricc Baby burned their bridges, he wants to see, and he's curious to see how Bricc Baby's gonna react to DW Flames if he actually sees him one day. And he says he needs to cut it out with saying weight classes, because in the streets, as well as behind them county jails and the prison walls, there is no weight classes. But he's the last one to talk, because he's still scared to catch Big U's fade, and he's scared of Cowboy.
That's actually, factually, for sure.
Who's an anorexic.
He's snitching and scared of Big U for sure.
Rolling 60 member, claiming that the only reason he ain't gonna fight him is because he's an ex-offender. The problem I see with Bricc Baby is his heavy drug use. Because if you guys can remember, when he was going at it with Crib Mac told Bricc Baby stop doing all them drugs, because he can recall when they was both locked up in LA County a while back. He said Bricc Baby was not only running them dorms, but he was big in size, pause, and he was actually punching on Ish. Now the Bricc Baby we see today, he's a drug head, and he's getting punked by everybody. Now 600 said what he said about Bricc Baby, and I'm curious to see if Bricc Baby is gonna respond back to it. But until then, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. It's Paperboy Newsstand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Down.
All right, man. That's my man, Paperboy News. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Get into that. Show some love to my man, Paperboy News. We finna get about it to the next one, man. Hit the subscribe button, become part of the Rich Rapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Get into that, man. We finna get about it to the next one. Red dot, slide to the left. Figure out how to get some of this good chili we giving away here at TNN Trap News Network. And y'all know the rest, man. It's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We got